Hello, Taurus. How are y'all doing? Whew. So if I get an alarm that goes off during a reading, just know it is for my chickens to put them to bed. It probably will. Y'all. Still looks light out, so I may end up having to back it up. Change the time since the days are getting longer. How are y'all doing, Taurus? I hope you're doing good. Got some astrology news to go through with you before we start. And I'll just give a disclaimer too at the very beginning that I don't do readings for, mean people, sour people, bitter people, evil people, the kind of people who watch them hoping to get the upper hand so that they can hurt someone. If you're the kind of person that goes around spending your free time being really fickle and cruel and treating strangers cruelly, you may as well just break up with me now, because I'm just not going to be fit for you. If you don't like someone who has opinions that are not just like yours, or if you, don't tolerate people who don't post when and how, where you want, I just won't be a good fit. I just won't. I'm not going to be silenced or bullied or anything. And I really, really care about those who are the brokenhearted, those who want to leave the world a better place, those who feel called to be empaths, light workers, those who feel the call, those who know that they're here to help humanity while the world is being so cruel. The world is very, very cruel right now. And those who have been hurt by it and still choosing to keep love in their heart and are still choosing to try to do the right thing, that's who I read for. So if you're not that type of person, it just won't work. Okay, now Mercury is going to enter Aquarius on the 11th of February. The Sun is going to enter Pisces on the 18th of February. We have a new moon in Pisces on the 20th of February. And on the same day, Venus enters Aries. Sounds like a really good time for setting new intentions of focusing on your love, creativity, your children. If you want to do a new moon prayer, ritual, light a candle, set an intention, write it down, speak to spirit out loud, do a cleansing bath, something to actually make some goals for your future. Just, even if it's just changing your mindset, setting the intention to repeat positive affirmations, use a dry erase marker, write something really positive on your mirror and repeat it every morning when you get up. Now, let's see. Mercury goes into Pisces on March the 2nd. And Saturn goes into Pisces on the 7th. On the same exact day the Saturn goes into Pisces, we have a full moon in Virgo. So this is probably going to be pretty intense. I have heard quite a few people say that the full moon in Leo brought out the crazies. And I can believe it. I've had to experience a little bit of it myself, even the day after. So guys, be prepared. For those of you who have been putting in the work, who do want to do your best, for those of you who do care about the future of humanity, the planet, the earth, sentient beings, and you really want to focus on the right, there are a lot of people who want to focus on the wrong. There are a lot of people who want to hurt because they're hurting. We're all hurting in some way, shape, or form. But there are those toxic people who want to project. And the reason why I say you need to be careful is because when Saturn enters Pisces, everybody, nobody will be immune to facing that 12th house. Your secrets, your addictions, the illusion that you have been living with, a fake reality you tried to create to make yourself feel comfortable, the spiritual stuff you put up with, the religious stuff you put up with that you may not align with, just because it's what your family wanted or your coworkers, friends, partner, a lot of things will come to the surface. And I can promise you, there are still so many people out there who will go out kicking and screaming the entire time Saturn drags them through Pisces. They do not want to face themselves. They do not want to face the consequences of their actions. It has to be everybody else's fault but their own. And they are going to lose their mind. and they will try to bring you down with them, I promise. So we who actually care about the future, care about what kind of world we're creating, are going to have to be really cautious of how we respond and not partake in the reveling of toxicity that they will be doing. We all have to be careful. We all have to face a lot of stuff. Now, if you haven't noticed, a lot of people have been preparing for this, not because they believe in any astrology. A lot of people don't believe in astrology. And yet it's kind of strange because you can see it written all over them. All the people who did the dry January quit drinking. Everyone knows everyone started drinking too much after COVID, right? And a lot of people have been feeling this call of, whoa, this has gone too far. I went from having 2 or 3 drinks a week to 2 or 3 drinks a day. This got to stop. A lot of people felt that call. And I think it's because a lot of times when Saturn is about to do some stuff in your life, it's so big, you see it coming. Like, you can feel it on the horizon. So a lot of people are already making changes. I know I have. I've made changes in my habits. I've made changes in my spiritual routine and what I'm willing to put up with that is not in alignment with me. A lot of things that Saturn and Pisces is going to be doing to people, I'm already dealing with. And not because Saturn is going into Pisces. I'm already doing it because I already feel the shift. A lot of empaths, intuitives, psychics, which I really believe we're all psychic, to be honest. You'll see a lot of readers go, I'm not psychic, so I'm like, bullshit. We all are. It's just some of us are more in tune than others. Some of us are more aware than others. And yes, it does run in some of our family strong, which can be a blessing and a curse. But here's the thing, guys. I'm sure plenty of you have already been feeling it on the horizon. But also peer at that horizon and see how it's affecting those around you and how they may be responding not in the way that you would hope. Not because you want to get hurt or anything by them, as much as you know they're hurting themselves. Like when you watch someone that's consistently sowing bad seeds and you're like, please, like, you're gonna have to learn the hard way. Stop doing that. You can't change other people. They have to do their own journey for themselves, right? So it's kind of sad. It really is. But we have got to be prepared. We've got to put on our spiritual armor. We have got to stand up collectively to collective narcissism, to what is wrong with the world right now. And we also have to be accountable for ourselves. All of us, me too. I think some of you feel like your whole world has turned upside down. And I don't feel like the Hermit is reversed. I don't feel like you guys are in the mood to be in Hermit mode any longer. Here I am telling you about all the stuff you need to prepare for, and a lot of you are probably saying, oh God, again, I'm so sick and tired of this. I really, really wish I could remember who had talked about this. He sounds like he has a French accent. He is an astrologer and he's amazing and he's on YouTube. If any of you know, you can drop it in the comments. He brought up that a lot of Tauruses have been having some frustrations in trying to attain something that they've been wanting, and he was showing kind of when some of that might clear up and why some of it might be blocked at the moment. So you guys, you will have, something good coming. Oh, that is so wild. Okay, never mind. I was looking at something, I was like, no. Okay, so here's the thing. With the Hermit reversed, I feel like you guys have gotten burnt out of trying to go within and figure out how on earth to make changes, how on earth to make new growth, how to go about the situation. Beneath you, you have the Lovers. So this is revolving love, period. It is what it is. It can be a partnership you already have. It can be one that you did have and lost. It can be one that you've thought about, an attraction to someone. But you have the Lovers, and that is what has been on your mind, and that is what has driven you crazy, and you're so done with it. Now, you could even apply the Lovers to that Venus energy. That is 5th house energy, creativity, love, projects, children. The World card is right there. So I do feel like for some of you, even though the Lovers may be on your mind, you really do have a lot of creativity to offer the world that you have actually mastered. Certain crafts, certain beautiful pieces of work that you know how to create and sell, and your love life may have actually stunted that a little bit. We have Five of Cups reverse in the recent past, and I think some of you guys definitely let go of something. Maybe you let go of this person, but yet they're still affecting the way you feel and view life. Now we have the Tower too, and I would say the Tower is the other person. They are going through a Tower moment. They have in the past, but they are still in it, or at least the ripple effects of it is still causing, like when you see that Tower and you see people falling from it, and then there is that crown, I feel like this person literally still has certain aspects of themselves that they're shedding, that is falling off as a result of this relationship or ending of this relationship or the lack of it ever coming to fruition. 10 of Cups reversed. Some of you are afraid of losing material things. You would think that Cups is more of an emotional state. Most likely it is just your emotions and not physical reality, but you feel like it's physical. You feel like you could lose your position in your home, or the joy you have in your home, or the stability or something that you feel like you're tied to that's important to you, but it's really more of your emotions getting the better of you. And that's really what you're mostly focusing on right now, is how to move forward and repair all the damage done in the home, in the joy of the home. You wanted everything completely, I don't want to say perfect, but yeah, kind of like you wanted perfection. You wanted the dream, right? The world, even the Lovers, that can all represent the dream that you wanted, and you realize you're not getting it. But we don't ever get perfection in this life. It's a constant journey. It's constant learning lessons. It's just how it goes. So I think you threw this person out because we have the Five of Coins. I do think some of you did actually push this person out of your life. I think you realized that they were not what you needed to get that dream. We even have Six of Cups. That is dreaming of this perfect relationship. Yeah, it's had wonderful memories and it's nostalgia and everything else, but all of the dreams you built with this person, it was really more so in your head than real. It was the idea of them, not really who they are. And I think the same thing went both ways. I think you may have mirrored each other to some extent, where, you know, when two people meet and they feel attraction, oftentimes it's just because it's a karmic lesson. But when you feel that attraction, sometimes one person only feels it because the other person is more overpowering. It usually happens with a masculine and a feminine, whether it's same sex or opposite sex. Whoever is the most masculine in the relationship dominates the emotional sphere, because the feminine usually is receptive and also submissive. So if you have a powerful masculine person coming in, charging in, saying, "Oh, I love you, you're everything," this masculine created this illusion of who they thought you were. Almost that perfect fake person that they thought they needed to make their life better. But you in turn did the same thing. And it was kind of like, even if you were the feminine in the situation, you could have been the masculine. You could have created this whole situation yourself. If you were the feminine in the situation, you may not have ever had the opportunity to know how you really felt, because you're so receptive and you're so submissive that this person's aura enveloped yours and you just went along with it. But in the process, you didn't necessarily create a fake image of them as much as that's what they presented to you. When someone lies to you and presents a false persona and you actually believe it, and when that's cleared away, all of those memories you had, you realize were kind of created. Like they were all built in a lie. So you have the Seven of Swords reversed, which is breaking free. Upright, it is somewhat being abused and mistreated and backstabbed, and things being kept from you. But when you have the Seven of Swords reversed, that's either standing up to abuse or it's breaking free from some form of injustice, right? We do have the Strength reversed at the bottom of the deck. I think some of you felt extremely broken and weak. Some of you may still feel that way. I know we should clarify. I'm going to clarify the Tower, the Hermit, and that 7 of Swords. Oh, did that? Sometimes they'll flip in there and I'm like, where did you go? Because then they're going to be like, oh. See, look, they're doing it. These guys have really been active today. And I realized, you know what? I'm going to use you guys for the clarifiers because they really love to pop out. When they do that, they're so great for the clarifying. Okay. I do feel like I need to clarify the 5 of coins, and I will also clarify the 10 of cups. I don't want to be going all day because I want a chance to pull some good tarot. Got the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. With you having had it reversed here, but you have it upright at the bottom of the deck, you guys have definitely been doing your work. You've been doing your homework. It's just you're tired of doing it. The 5 of coins, sorry, not reversed, upright, is clarified by the Chariot reversed and the 3 of Cups reversed, guys. I don't think y'all can see it. So, I mean, that definitely all goes hand in hand. Look at that. Because if you have the Chariot reversed, that is not moving. That is being stuck. Frustrating. No wonder you threw him out, because whatever these promises were, it didn't amount to anything, right? And then with the 3 of Cups reversed, I don't ever like that card, because that can be third party, it can be cheating on you, it can be just like kind of like talking about you at the water cooler, it can be going out and drinking way too much and gossiping in that form. It can also be canceled engagements, which again can be represented with that 5 of coins. Ooh, Tower moment. Okay, holy shit. Okay, we've got 2 aces for their Tower, okay? One is reversed. So the overflowing love, which is probably what they thought they would get out of this, and they ended up with the Ace of Wands reversed. So, I'd hate to say this, but cock block. They probably thought that you are going to be an endless source of sex for them. Just trying to be real with what I'm picking up on. They probably did cheat on you because they need that. And they had this overflowing feeling that you were going to supply that for them. And when you don't, they get extremely frustrated and will go looking elsewhere. And they realize, oh, shoot, you can't do that, can you? You can't have an overflowing relationship and then throw a tantrum every time someone actually, what would you call it, practices their own sovereignty and says, no, this is my body and you can touch it when I say you can. Some people don't respect other people's bodies. They see you as a commodity to consume. Oh, for you, I think it took a lot of effort for you to admit that this person broke you down physically to the point where you may have actually been financially hurt. I don't want to say emotionally codependent. I'm not picking up on that. But I am picking up on they drained you so much. Here's why. You've got the 4 of Swords. Am I saying that right? Yeah, 4 of Swords. And it's like, sometimes I know pictures better than the words. And then we have that 9 of Pentacles reverse, okay? This can be a codependent card. I feel like they wore you out so much. They drained you dry so fast that you didn't have the energy to provide for yourself, to take care of yourself, to make the money, or to keep yourself out of debt, or to budget, or whatever the case is. They literally sucked you dry. They might have sucked you dry financially too, to keep you with them, to keep you dependent on them. And that's what that long-term loss is. You feel like they really did you in to the point where you lost a lot of your stability. The 6 of Cups. I'm sorry, 10 of Cups. I didn't mean to say that. Sorry, 6 of Cups up here. Maybe I need to be clarifying that too. I don't have time. 10 of Cups reversed is clarified by the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. This is certainly that burden, juggling that burden. I really wonder how many of you, this other person, if y'all ever lived together, did this person not even ever budget or be accountable for their finances at all? Did they make you do all the work? Did they make you accountable for everything? You had to be the one that's accountable, and yet they're wearing you out? Because this is a lot of heavy burdens. They exhausted you. I keep seeing that they exhausted you. And here you are trying to weigh out what to do. You were trying so hard to please them while still keeping down the fort. Please them and take care of the finances, the budget, the home. Yep, there's my alarm. Okay. And you know, I'm not the only reader I've seen, and those alarms are going off at a certain time, but it means, come on, guys, please them. Take care of your home, yourself, your finances, your future, your retirement, your job, your career, your family, your children, everything else. Them and everything else. Them and everything else. Oh. This person is making me exhausted during this reading, guys. The Seven of Swords. Oh, that's so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Look at the Seven of Swords, a breaking free card. Look at what it's clarified with. Y'all aren't going to believe it. Justice and Queen of Cups. Man, that Justice card feels cold. It's like where you knew when you face them, cold. You're like, hon, this isn't even about emotions anymore. This is not even about me trying to hurt you. This is just justice. You never loved me. Love doesn't treat people this way. I'm no longer a doormat. See you later. I'm breaking free. But when that person isn't around, you're allowing yourself to indulge in feeling again. You want to feel again, even if it's just buying a house plant and watering it. You want to nurture and you want to love and you want to give your all to something, but something that's worthy. And let's see if we have time for this. 20. Yes, we do. Okay. I want to pull some good tarot so we can get some positive going on. Yeah, this person sounds exhausting. Guys, I've been through a relationship like this, and it's awful, but the nice thing is when it's over, you do value yourself a lot more. Because you realize if you don't, nobody else is going to. Okay. Ace of Fire, Page of Fire, and Nine of Earth. Oh, this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, 8 of Earth, bottom of the deck. You're going to actually sow some really, really long-term seeds right now. You're building for the future, but you're not in any hurry. Whether it's a career, entrepreneurship, or a hobby that you might eventually monetize, you're looking at the long-term effects of it, and you're focusing on your goals and dreams again, which is what we need to be doing collectively. So many of us have so much to offer the world. We have so much love to give. We have so much fruit and miracles built into us that we need to nurture so that we can bloom and actually put out something in the world and be a part of it. A lot of times these people that come into our life that are draining us, is just, they're assigned to us by the kingdom of darkness to keep us down, to keep our light down so that we are not producing the fruit we need to do. Ace of Fire, beautiful, beautiful beginning. That is Ace of Wands, guys. And it's not like that other person where they wanted it to be about sex. This is passion, a passionate new beginning in truth. That's honorable. Then we have the Page of Fire. It's like Page of Wands. This can be beautiful new messages coming in. It also may be you going out and giving the messages that you need to give out. An adventure, study, learning something new. That is so stunning. That card is so beautiful. You have so much coming in. And or you have so much you're going to be putting out. This is the ultimate victory. This is the ultimate justice. Is that 9 of Earth, 9 of Pentacles, where you know you're standing in your own sovereignty and you know you're producing what needs to be produced to have good fruit, to reap good harvest, to be financially stable again, and to actually do something for others, the world, bigger than just yourself, bigger than just 2 people in the room. When you have people that only care about immediate gratification and what they can get out of what's in the room, and they don't have anything to offer the world, they're just dead weight. And they will continue to bring you down, and they will continue to stop you from your purpose, your passion, and your goals. We have views of ego for the Akashic. Do we have time to read it? I think we do. Okay. Ooh, I'm starting to get cold. I'm going to have to, I don't know, put on my robe or something. I get cold so easy when I sit down. Where am I at? Wrong one. The 4 of Roses reversed. I had gotten for someone recently, and I really liked what it had to say. I felt like it was something I needed to remind myself of. 3 people stand together before a full-length mirror. The man in the center gazes keenly at himself, and it seems his reflection is looking back with a superior air. His is the sole reflection to be seen in the mirror. This card shows that there may be a thoughtless, selfish person in your life, whether in a love, friendship, family, or business relationship. This person is self-absorbed and makes plans only in terms of how they affect him or her. You may have lingered too long, repeatedly giving to this person, even though you haven't received much in return. You've tolerated this dismissiveness because you kept hoping things would get better, or perhaps you were too afraid to step away. You are called now to be aware this person is unlikely to change, and you may be delaying the inevitable. Take an honest look in your mirror and see how staying in this relationship affects your future. I think that's what you guys are doing. I mean, maybe not all of you. Some of you, maybe you're finally facing that. But with all the cards that we've gotten, some of you are tired of doing that. As a matter of fact, maybe why you had the Hermit is because for so long you were trying to figure out how to change yourself or how to change the circumstances, and you're juggling on ways to make this person fit in your reality. But I think you're finally realizing that you have to do what's right for your future. No matter what this person says, no matter what this person wants, because this person only cares about this person. And this person only wants you to care about this person too. And wants you to drop everything and everyone else around them so that they can be pleased. I'm telling you, I have had one of those. You don't want one of those. They will leave you physically, financially sick. And guys, you have so much to offer the world. It's time you love yourself enough to do it. I love you guys, and I bless you until next time.